Welcome back to the Erin Coupe Podcast. Today's episode is tender. It's filled with deep gratitude, honest reflection, and something new that I've been quietly working on behind the scenes for months on end. This is the final chapter of the Erin Coupe Podcast, but it is not the end of our connection. It is only the beginning. It's a turning point, a pivot, and a really exciting time for what I get to share with you next. But first, I just want to be sincere and thank you for your time and your attention and your interest, as well as your trust in me throughout the journey that we've been on together since this show began. Whether this is your first episode or you have been here since the very beginning, I see you and I feel you, and I am so grateful that we've been able to connect within this space. This podcast began as an extension of the work that I am doing privately with clients, of the conversations that I have with them about mindset and presence and self-leadership and fulfillment. But it became something so much more. It became a practice of truth-telling for me and a space of reflection for you. And together, we've explored how to stay grounded in high-pressure environments, how to lead with emotional intelligence, and what it looks like to stand in your power and use your voice while navigating the real demands of work and life. These episodes were never about being perfect, as I'm sure you can tell. Video podcasts are not the easiest thing to do, but they've always been, for me, just about being real. And from your messages and your stories and the many conversations I've had with so many of you, I know that the realness and the authenticity has resonated. So over the past year, my business has expanded in ways that I had not fully predicted, but certainly that I envisioned. Intellectually, energetically, my business has grown. And the kinds of people that I have been able to serve, it's widened and broadened. And through all of that growth, one truth keeps coming back up. Even the most accomplished people, the leaders, the executives, the high achievers, the high performers, the success-driven, ambitious people, the ones we look at and think they have it all together, they're still human. They're still stretched thin, disconnected from themselves, and a lot of times running on fumes. Can you relate to that? I know you can, because I've had so many of these conversations with you. And if you heard my first episode, or you've seen me speak on a stage or heard me on a podcast, you know how hard I ran myself to the ground, checking all of those boxes and telling myself that I had achieved success and that I should be fulfilled and I should be happy. Meanwhile, feeling an emptiness inside and wondering, I've got the job, I've got the family, I've got the income, I've got the house and the network and all of those things, but what does it all really mean? And I remember looking around just thinking, is this it? And if this is it, and it looks great on the outside, why doesn't it feel great on the inside? That quiet discomfort that I felt, that I've shared story after story with all of you about, became my doorway. It was my signal to wake up from living a life that I was actually asleep in. That awakening is what led me to do the deeper work on myself and then to be able to share all of those lessons with you and with my clients. It led me to reconnect with myself and design a life that actually felt like mine, that actually felt satisfying and felt good. And while I know for a long time I thought it was about what's outside of myself, what I learned and taught myself through years of the transformation work was that it's about what's on the inside and how that impacts the external world. So now it's time to take that work deeper, because I have been also listening to you, to what you're asking for, more clarity, more space, more connection, and more honest guidance about what it really takes to live and to lead from a grounded, fulfilling place within yourself. So this isn't goodbye. This is the shift. You know I love shifts. This is a transition that reflects where I'm going and where I believe we are all being called to go. Our next few years are going to look so different than the last few years. And I am going to lead you on that journey of change, that journey of uncertainty, that journey of ambiguity, and yet staying so connected and grounded within yourself through it all. The next podcast will carry forward everything that this one began, but it will be bigger and bolder and deeper and more soulful. It will include conversations with brilliant minds and courageous hearts and offer practical tools, embodied wisdom, and an expanded container for real change. Because I know you care about showing up well. Maybe you've also felt stretched thin, pulled in too many directions, unsure how to reconnect with yourself in the middle of it all. And this new show is being created for you. Without further ado, the new podcast is called I Can Fit That In. Let me be clear. This is not about cramming more into your day. It is the opposite of hustle culture. It is the antidote to burnout. It is about reclaiming your power by becoming intentional with your time, your energy, and your focus. It's about creating a life that you don't need to escape from, a life that holds space for joy, stillness, and expansion, not just productivity and performance. This new podcast is for high performers who want to start doing things differently, for leaders who are ready to trade burnout for sustainability, achievement for fulfillment, overextension and overcommitment for presence. We will talk about how to protect your energy, how to expand without abandoning yourself, and how to align your life with what actually matters from the inside out. The new show will still feature solo episodes from me that are grounded and honest and reflective, just like you have come here and known to expect from me. That level of authenticity you will still find in the new show. And I'll also be bringing powerful interviews and conversations with people doing life and leadership in new and intentional ways. We will explore the boundaries they set, the beliefs they've unlearned, the rituals that keep them grounded. And my hope is that this new show becomes a companion on your journey, something you return to, not just for insight, but for alignment. If you've ever felt like you're living a life that looks great on paper, but just doesn't feel good in your bones, this is for you. If you've ever said, I want more, but I don't know where to start, this is for you. We're going to explore that shift together. If the Erin Coupe Podcast has ever left you with a new thought, a deeper breath, a longer exhale, a sense of being a little bit less alone in your journey, then I hope you come with me. Not because I'm done, not because this is an end. This is the next layer of the work, a deeper conversation, a more full invitation. I am so excited to walk you into what's ahead. So as I close, I want to offer one small practice that I have been returning to often. Every morning, consider what's a small thing that you can fit in today just for you. How can you maybe not check your phone first thing in the morning and take 5 minutes for something that feels like a ritual to you, something that feels nourishing to your soul, something that feels inviting for your spirit, your energy to actually do in that moment, to give yourself that space to connect with you for just 5 minutes. Is it a slow stretch? Is it a few deep breaths? A morning meditation, a quiet cup of coffee, a journal entry, a hand on your heart, reading a few pages in a book? Whatever that is, can you choose to fit that in because you know that filling yourself up, even if just for a moment, is going to make your day feel so different than it would otherwise if you don't choose to give yourself that intentional moment. So what will you fit in today? Start there. Because your life is not waiting for you someday in the future or somewhere in the future. Your happiness is not somewhere out there. It's in here. And your life is happening right now. Every breath, every choice, every moment of awareness, that's the moment that you can return to yourself and stay in your own power. Thank you so much for walking this path with me. If you are already on my email list, you will be hearing about the launch of the new podcast in just a few weeks, as well as pre-orders for my book, which will be coming up in the next 45 to 60 days. And if you're not on that list, I invite you to subscribe at erincoupe.com so you don't miss the launch of the new show or pre-ordering my book. The best is truly yet to come, and I am so excited. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and for coming with me to the new show. I will see you soon on I Can Fit That In. Remember, the meaning you seek, the answers you yearn for, they often lie within. I encourage you to follow me at erincoupe.com or AuthenticallyEC on Instagram. Subscribe now so you don't miss a step of our journey together. Until next time, manifest great things.